still got it. I can knock off donuts. So I was gonna show you what this is all about. People had a lot of questions about what we were doing. So this bridge right here I'm crossing, this is the feeder channel, and that's the part of the diversion where it feeds sends the water over into this feeder channel for a couple of canals that come off of that down the road here, and I'll show you that. Let's go in and look at this. So that right there is where they hauled in the rock and dumped it so we could put it in the trucks and haul it out here. So let me show you some video of the 988. So I had to come in here with the 988 and fix the road up in here because the river destroyed the old access into this place. And there was some folks down here camping, squatting. Making a giant mess. They left 2 garbage bags full of trash, and then over here in those willows they had them a little toilet seat thing set up, and they were pooping and peeing in there and just throwing toilet paper all over. And I needed some more visibility in here coming around the corner with the truck. I didn't want to hit anybody. So I took that and I pushed it up because it stunk like sewer. It was awful. So the river's way up, and the reason that we were fighting the water so bad was typically the canals turn their water out October 15th. Some of them went a little longer. So if you turn your water out, by law, you're supposed to call the Snake River Water Master and tell him you're turning out. At least give him 24 hours notice so they can adjust the flows coming out of Palisades Dam. And some of them weren't doing that. And that's why the water would spike up so much. And that's why I had to dam off that one channel over there. The water just got too deep. When we first came in here, you could drive a pickup across that. There was very little water. As a matter of fact, there wasn't very much water here either, so it's pretty easy to get across. But once the velocity picks up, it starts moving the gravel, and when you drive through it, all the fines come out of it, and then it just, the marbles just get deeper and deeper. And even the 988 had a really tough time getting out of there the last time I came out. Now, if I went upstream and tried to cross, it was super deep. It was even worse. You have to really be careful when you go out towards the main channel there, because you can see the gravel, how it moves, and it drops off into the main channel, and then the main channel just takes it. So if you got off too far out there, it's marbles out there, and you go boom upside down into the deep part. So I couldn't do that. So the whole purpose of doing this was, up there where we put the rock in was a place where it had washed the rock out. So you had a huge water flow going through there, and it was really cutting a hole out there behind it. And right in here, there's no lava rock. I mean, it's down there deep. Just on the other side of the river bank over there is a gravel pit. That used to be the Monrock cement facility, and there is a whopping gravel pit over there. And I've worked over in that, and that thing's down probably 20-30 feet or more, and I don't recall ever seeing any solid lava rock in there. It's a long way to rock. Matter of fact, at my house, we have a well there that's 195 feet deep, or 65. Anyway, it's about 100 feet to solid rock at my house. So you're gonna go through 100 feet of this gravel to get to solid rock. So the more it blows a hole behind that dam and washes the gravel away, the more the lava rock behind the dam starts to fall off. And it's just a cascading effect where it just swirls behind that and eats into the diversion, and then pretty soon you got a gigantic hole that takes 500 loads of rock to fix. So this hole had been there for quite a while, and it was getting worse, so they decided they needed to do something before it cost them a fortune. So to answer your question about getting in the river and doing this, did it take permits? No. So in the state of Idaho, if the canals can't get their water, they're allowed to go out in the river and do what's necessary. Now, we try to, not get in the water as much as we can, and that's why I dammed that other deal off. I think I'd put more junk in the river by constantly going through the water than damming it off and running on a dry bridge across that channel. So what they do basically is call the Corps of Engineers, tell them we're going to be working in the river, tell them what we're doing as a courtesy to them. They appreciate that. And then they call the Bingham County Dispatch Sheriff's Office and tell them what we're doing, because they'll get a lot of calls from people, calling them and saying they're out in the river and blah, blah, blah. Because I don't know what it is about humans. They have this basic need inside of us to always look at stuff and go, you can't do that, I'm calling the cops. When really 20, 30, 40 years ago, people just minded their own business. So that's the old bridge deck that came off this bridge. Somebody mentioned I should have taken those out there and drove on them, but it's got rebar in it, and you'd really get some flack if you put concrete with rebar in the river. That's a major no-no. You cannot put concrete in the river. You try to work with them, keep them happy, and not do things that make them upset. So that right there is the first canal that comes out of that feeder channel, and then there's one more up here, and then this is the second one that comes out of that feeder channel. Okay, this is where the lava rock comes from that they hauled into the river. This belongs to Merlin Smith Jr., and this is his pit. Man, he's got some big ones there. Wow. So I'm pretty sure those aren't shot rock, but because he's close to gravel here, I think he can get up on there and he can literally rip the rock out. Let's go look. So this is cool. You can see the layer of gravel there and the rock. So I can see how he can pry that out. Look how it's cracked down through there. I know years ago when he was hauling a lot of rock up on that diversion I clean off all the time when it washed out, he had some guys come in here and blast this. Anyway, you can see up there how fractured that is. And then over here, That's where the big stuff comes from. Look at that. Look at the size of that stuff. You can see the fracture in it. So when you tear that up, you get some big ones. Actually, this looks like it's been blasted. You can see the shock tube laying there. So he is blasting it too. Wow. I'd never been out here before. So you can see the gravel underneath of that. So if you get a big hoe, you get up on there and start prying up on that, it just comes apart because it's fractured. So he can get small stuff and big stuff. That right there would make some wicked riprap. That wouldn't go anywhere. I don't know if you could pry that out or not. You might have to blast that. It's interesting geology here. It's like the river deposited gravel. Then the volcanoes went off and covered it up with some lava rock. Ooh, it's a beautiful morning this morning. Good morning. Got some boxes going in the cat box. Got one going to Robert or Honorato from Milken, Colorado. Thank you, sir. And I've got one going overseas to the UK to Jeremy Hallett from Bishop Sutton, United Kingdom. That's cool. Thank you, sir. And got a shirt going to John Pascal from Richmond, Virginia. And then yesterday I had some go out. Gabe Buchanan from Trenton, Georgia, and Joe Hussey from Norwalk, Connecticut. Thank you, fellers. Okay, we're on our third job down by the river. Another river job? No. Actually, we're going to dung out a pond deal for this potato processing facility. This is their wastewater farm out here. But we are by the river again. It's been kind of crazy. 3 jobs in a row down by the river in a van. Hey, you want to see something stupid? So right over there on the corner of that bridge, you see that big old square pipe hanging out of there? That runs all the salt, mag chloride, oil, grease, diesel fuel, gasoline, brake dust, heavy metals, and they dump it right in the river. Yet they get pissy if you go out in the river with a piece of equipment and stir up some silt. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? Why would you run all the runoff off the bridge right into the river? For the life of me, I don't understand that. So it's time for another edition of Rock'em Sock'em Robots. The game where you try to jam this Jeep trailer under that neck and pick that tractor up. Wish me luck. Oh, here's the secret. Whatever you do, don't mess up the road where the truck drive wheels are. It'll increase your chances of success by 90%. So the object is to come on just soon enough, come this way till you know you can get straight, turn it around, and then I know when I go on I need about that much space between that crack in the board and the tracks to be on there right. Now this side's over it, so the reason I do it on this is because of the crown of the road. If I put it over here, the trailer runs a little straighter. Anyway, looks like I got a whopping oil leak here. Looks like transmission oil. Piece of cake, do that on hard gravel. Looky there, I didn't even churn up the gravel. Went right under. Oh, and the other thing is on these old Murrays with the skid ramps, put some good grease on it. That'll make a world of difference. So, when you put this baby on, she takes the camber out of the deck and runs it the other way. Now the wood's all humped up. Boy, that's a bad leak under there. So, the pressure hose out of the tranny pump is getting ready to blow. And it goes down, I can't even remember. I think it hooks underneath to the filter housing here. So gonna have to drop the belly pan down to fix that one. Well, I just need it to run for a couple hours, then haul it home. I'm fixing it out in the field. I'm not a field fix guy. So check this out. That big old thick lumber, that's how much that 9 takes the camber out of this deck, goes the other way, and then those boards go boing. So I'm trying to figure out how to stop that. And the only way I can figure is in the middle or something. You'd have to have some way to hold them down, or bolt them down in the front and then weld something that comes over them here so that they can move and lay flatter than that. That's awful. And what it's going to do is more than likely it's going to break these bolts off back here. Hey everybody, I got a box of stuff I need to open. I haven't posted a video last week because I was just so busy. Winter's coming here, which means we're done working, which is kind of depressing. Wish I lived somewhere where it never snowed, I could work all the time. So let's see what we got here. So this comes from Mike Griffith in Waddington, New York. Sent me, looks like a cat flag. Hey, that's cool. Oh, it's yeah, see? Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to build a flagpole outside so I can hang the pirate flag. That's cool. Thanks, Mike. Okay. This comes from Jenny Nichols in Grand Junction, Colorado. Jenny, I'm gonna have to dock you 50 points for putting so much tape on this. Anyway, she sent me something really cool. I love this. So she says, "Dear Jpaydirt, our family loves your channel. We thought you could use a magnet for your mailbox. Sticky notes fly away. The logo at the bottom is Caterpillar's first logo. It is commonly believed that its shape symbolizes the tractor track because of the small serifs that are located under each sign. Thank you for all your great videos. Jeffrey, Jenny, and Nora Nichols, Grand Junction, Colorado." That's totally awesome. I love that. I'll just stick that on there. That's cool. Thank you. Okay, this next package comes from David Ferris. Design, fabrication, installation, maintenance, and repair, electrical and mechanical. He says, "Jeff, right here in this package we will find some new shop rags. Thanks for the entertainment." Well, David, thank you for the shirts. These are nice. That's very cool. Make mine inline. Gear for inline engine fanatics. Yes, I prefer the cylinders that go this way, not so much this way. That's cool, David. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Oh, okay. So Tony and Andrea Spresser have sent me some cool stuff here. I know Andrea probably sent me this, right, Tony? Dipped Oreo cookies. Oh, you shouldn't have. This is awesome. Andrea has a shop in Brush, Colorado. These look good. Mint cookie balls. Peanut passion. And honey roasted mixed nuts. That is awesome. Tony's wife Andrea runs a shop, and it's called All About You, and it has all kinds of cool stuff and crafts. And then Tony does the Filthy Horse silhouettes, the Killdozer silhouettes. So it looks like he's been busy. So he's made me an excavator. Let's dig 530. And then Marianne. That's what my grandkids call it, is Marianne. And he did one of my 14G Pay Dirt. That's cool. I like these. Oh, G. Yo, G. That is cool. Thank you, Tony and Andrea. And Mike Spadafor from Ohio sent me a cat hat. Thank you very much, Mike. Mike's always harassing me on Instagram. Appreciate the harassment. Hey, I want to say thank you to everybody that sent me stuff. This is awesome. You make my day. Like I said, I hadn't made a video last week just because wintertime's depressing. I just didn't feel like it. I am working on one. That's why you're seeing this. But anyway, this kind of stuff brightens my day up. Thank you very much for this stuff. Hey, so Danny Toner, he made this Jpaydirt wallet for me. I've had it for over a year now. And he's made 5 more. And I'm going to put those in my store. There was a lot of people that, well, a few people that I said they'd love to have one of these. And so these are handcrafted wallets. He hand sews them. I don't know if you can see this on the back. It's like one of those lady things on the back of a mud flap. Anyway, these are really good quality wallets. I'm going to put them in my store. I've got 5 of them. If we sell them all out, I'll call Danny. He'll make some more. But since these are all handmade and it's quite time consuming, I didn't want to have him make 50 of them. So I'll just have him make a few. If you want some and they're sold out, I will get him to make some more. Anyway, go to my store, www.jpaydirt.com, and get you one. Hey, so Bob Frakes out of Oklahoma City. He's a gentleman that sent me the earthquake impact wrench. Anyway, Bob and his wife do handmade leather stuff. And so Bob has generously sent 50 of these leather handmade keychains that say Jpaydirt on one side. Well, let me back up. 25 of them say Jpaydirt on one side and Shane on the other. And the other 25 just say Jpaydirt on both sides. Now, I want to put these in the store. Bob has generously donated these so that I can sell them to raise money for Shane. Shane had a nice warm house to stay in up until a few weeks ago. He's no longer able to stay there. He's staying right now in a camper, and the heater quit. So things aren't good for Shane. Shane has cancer. He is one tough guy. He's just fought it and fought it. The doctors are amazed at how he's been able to continue fighting that, but he just always needs a little money and a little help. Things are pretty tough. I don't foresee him ever getting anything out of the Social Security Department. His lawyer made sure to ruin that for him. Brad Parkinson, you're just an awesome lawyer, I gotta tell you. Anyway, I want to put these in the store, and how about if we price these at 10 bucks a piece, and that will include the shipping, and all the money goes to Shane. This will really help him out. I really appreciate those of you who send money occasionally for him. One certain individual sends 50 bucks every month through my PayPal, which is awesome. He really appreciates that, and I appreciate that. I haven't given you an update on him lately, but again, he's having a real tough time. So we're going into winter. He's going to need some extra help to get by. Like I said, I don't think he's ever going to get anything from Social Security, thanks to his awesome lawyer, Brad Parkinson. So anyway, if you can help him out, go to my store, www.jpaydirt.com, and pick one of these up. Thank you. Hey everybody, it's old Pay Dirt doing the whiteboard tonight. It's my birthday, November 14th. Been out here working on the Challenger. Wanted to get the girls to do the whiteboard, but they've had a big day. They've had some friends, and they've played hard today, and so I just didn't get time. But the girls do have a request. They'd like to know if they could get some postcards from around the United States or the world. If you'd like to send Olivia and Casey a postcard, send it to me, Anderson Construction, 858 West, 100 South, Blackfoot, Idaho, 83221. In the pinned comment below is my address. Just click on the More button so you can get to it. Anyway, they would love that. So, would like to give a shout out to Dale Braun from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Thank you, Dale. Angus McBean from South Africa. Thank you for watching there. Ed Ammons from Connolly Springs, North Carolina. Matt Pernar from, oh boy, Charlie Vox, Michigan, or is that Charlie Voy? I probably butchered that, Matt. I am sorry. Richard Lincoln from over in Casper, Wyoming. Thank you, Richard. And my brother, Mark Anderson. He's in Anderson in Santa Maria, California. Thank you, Mark. Hey, you guys have an awesome weekend. Thank you.
It's all right.